Hello and welcome to Bones at All. This week we'll be talking about the Ordovician period. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Um, so just a bit of admin and stuff. This might be my last episode until Christmas, and I don't know. If I post, I post. Anyways, yeah, Ordovician period. We're gonna talk about biodiversification and mass extinctions. What a great contrast. Sit tight, relax, cook or clean while doing this. I don't really know what you do in your spare time, but enjoy. So, yeah, Ordovician. Before I get into stuff, this is a podcast. So, if you're just randomly scrolling on YouTube or Spotify and you see this, and you like it, start from the beginning. Yeah, listen to the introduction so you get to know what this is all about. And yeah, as I said, this podcast has a Spotify. Um, Give that some attention. It's feeling a bit lonely. Anyways, onto the Great Ordovician Biodiversification Event called GOBE. GOBE. It's cute. I like it. Anyways, the Ordovician is a geological period from a long, long time ago. Um, it was 485 to 433 million years ago. So, um, yeah, long time ago. Yeah, and it involved, guess what? Oh my god, rapid biodiversification and significant development in marine ecosystems. So everything on land was just flat, plateaued, no activity, and then marine ecosystems just went like it just had a rave party, I guess. Yeah, well, um now I'm ranking every geological period on whether I would go back and live at this point. And you know what? Yes, I would. Not on land though, obviously. It was horrible on land. Of course not. I'm gonna live in the oceans. Um, there was probably enough oxygen in the atmosphere to dissolve in the water to form an adequate enough ecosystem. If I had gills, I would live. If I had lungs, I would still live because I could breathe out of water. You know? Fine, whatever. I would. Would I pay to go back there? No. Anyways, um, it's at the biodiversification event of the Ordovician is as significant than the Cambrian explosion, but lesser known, like less well known. Give it some hype. Where's the hype? It's practically the same thing, but honestly, I can understand because the Cambrian was the first one, and it was like, oh my goodness, mass revelations! Fossils? I'm kidding. We there were fossils that we knew before that. Like after that, like the first fossil was actually discovered near Oxford, not in America. The UK one. I can't believe that there are American cities named after European cities. Like, I'm typing on Google Maps and I'm searching like London. London, USA? No, thank you. Anyways, sorry. sorry. Um, Another reason why the Cambrian is more well known is because of the spectacular discovery of fossils which are soft bodied, which shouldn't be, you know, nicely preserved as fossils, because, soft bodied cartilage, that should just, psh, be gone, but, somehow they're still alive. Wait, no, not alive. Somehow they're clear, you know? Highly detailed, which I did talk about, and the reasons for that I did talk about in my last episode, so if you want to know, go back. Am I baiting you to watch my other videos or listen to my other podcasts? Yeah. During the Ordovician, there was, like, a diversity of lower taxonomic levels. They literally, like, exploded, and then a lot of the modern marine organisms, ecosystems were established during the Ordovician. So the Ordovician was practically like cement laying for today's marine ecosystems. So it was filled with organisms in all water columns, unlike the Ediacaran, when there were literally mostly organisms at the bottom eating on microbial mats. Would I eat a microbial mat? No. Only if it looked good. Anyways. Whereas in the Cambrian, in the Cambrian as well, most, lived on the seafloor and offshore areas, so like shallow areas. And there are like 3 stages of this biodiversification event. I can't pronounce biodiversification, jeez. Anyways, so overall the biodiversification included like platonic level bottom beneathic and reef communities. So like today reefs are one of the most biodiverse places. Tons of fish organisms thrive there. And because of bleaching, well, they look dead. There's no activity. Anyways, the GOBE, the GOBE, is a sum of various diversifications of fossil groups, which led to the biodiversity of marine environments. So, aka Ordovician. Between Cambrian and Ordovician. So, an increase in platonic biodiversity greatly affected marine ecosystems. So, more food, That's the rough summary, but I will go into more detail. Although several platonic groups appear after the Cambrian Ordovician boundary, the increase in platonic biodiversity probably took place in the late Cambrian and increased until the mid-late Ordovician. So, like, today, a lot of, more prey for other organisms, and then those organisms get eaten, and those organisms probably also get eaten, and like 10% of these plankton, 10% of the energy of these plankton go up to the apex predator in the food chain. I learned this from GCSE biology. Yeah. Still ingrained in my memory, that type of trauma. Anyways, yeah. Really important. If it weren't there, then the food chain would just collapse on itself. Also learned this from biology and geography and GCSE. Damn, I got all my information locked up. Anyways, phytoplankton are considered a key part in the marine trophic chain. So, phytoplankton, they are, did you know, sorry, that whale feces, like whale poop, is really important because, whale poop feeds phytoplanktons in the water these days, and phytoplankton are, like, important. They're, like, sometimes in satellite, like, I don't know about you, but I sometimes go on Google Earth and just look around, and sometimes I see, like, these swirls of green on the oceans. That's phytoplankton. They photosynthesize. Anyways, yeah, they're really important. They also absorb more CO2 because of their photosynthesis. So, whales contribute in reducing global warming. So, the more whales, the more poop, the lesser carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, reduce the effects of global warming. Yay. No, yay, big yay. I don't know why I'm acting sarcastic. Anyways, this increase this increase of platonic biodiversity is most likely triggered by a global oceanic change or an oxygenation event, but it's still not, understood. Only theories, merely theoretical reasons why. Changes in the level bottom communities were also observed during the mid-Ordovician. So, beneathic communities, so like seafloor communities, I'm pretty sure. Brachiopods, I've mentioned them before. They're like mini scallops, but cute, and they're super rare today, but they still exist. They are ancient. They're like your great 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 grandma. So, or grandpa. I don't know about you. Anyways, yeah. And then I didn't finish my point. I wrote a note and then I didn't finish it. But I think my point was early Ordovician was dominated by invertebrates. But do not quote me on that. Take it with a grain of salt. I didn't finish it. I just, okay. Another group of beneathic organisms included the echinoderms, which they also still exist. Hold on. Echinoderm. Starfish. Yeah. Roughly starfish. They include starfish, brittle stars, sea urchins. Sand dollars. I've never actually seen a sand dollar. The first time I learned about sand dollars was Animal Jam. I was obsessed with Animal Jam. It was embarrassing. Brittle stars. I like brittle stars. They're cute. Anyways, echinoderms. They still exist actually. Diversity curves of echinoderms varied greatly. Some gradually decreased between the mid and late Ordovician period. I would have paid to see those. Crinozoans still exist. Crinozoans, I'm pretty sure. Crinozoans, they are, feather stars. They still exist. They're still a thing. They're like feather dusters, they're stars, but with feather dusters for tentacles, in a way. Yeah. And they move by, like, swaying them up and down like a jellyfish. It's so cool. I love them. Cute. Anyways, they diversified significantly in the late Ordovician, so tons of echinoderms. Crinozoans are also a type of echinoderm, if I didn't specify. They're just like a, subgroup of it. The diversification of level bottom communities is seen within the middle Ordovician. So there are a lot of explanations for this diversification of like the beneathic communities. Some explanations may have been like tectonic or oceanic triggers, maybe some biological factors, stable isotope excursions. Another explanation is the increased presence of plankton. But I don't think it's that clear which is the correct explanation, if you get what I mean. And as I've said before, reef communities also diversified, but they diversified later than the platonic and level bottom communities, so pretty much, late Ordovician. Yeah, the most diverse group was the bryozoans. And I would like to specify that I will not have photos up on this. What? Yeah, yeah. Type of coral. I'm simplifying it so quickly. Anyways, it was demonstrated that the diversification of the bryozoans mostly occurred between the late Middle Ordovician and early late Ordovician. So, relatively late. They were late to the party. Anyways, coral sponges also diversified during the Ordovician, but mostly the late Ordovician. Paleogeography and paleoclimate may have changed enough to cause a diversification of reef communities. So, I mean, take today, all reefs occur in tropical waters. So, like, I really want to visit the Great Barrier Reef. What would I give to visit the Great Barrier Reef? My life savings. Yeah, that's right. I'm kidding, Mom. Don't. Anyways, I went to Australia when I was younger, and then when I found out we would be making a layover in Cairns, I don't know how to pronounce it, but like the city most next to the Great Barrier Reef, I went crazy. I was so happy. I thought we would have enough time to go and look at the Great Barrier Reef. Guess what? We only had 4 hours, so we stayed for 4 hours in that airport. Sad times. Did I feel like crying? I wouldn't know because that was ages ago. Anyways, there were also changes to the terrestrial landscape. Guess what? There were plants. That's right. Yeah, there were plants. Terrestrial plant-derived cryptospores from bryophyte-like plants became widespread during the Middle Ordovician, creating a bryophytic landscape. What does that mean, you may ask? I also don't know. Hold on. Bryophyte. Oh, moss. I am summarizing really quickly because I don't want to be copyrighted. And I just Googled it, so. No, I remember making this note when I was doing these notes, and I was like, remember to say moss. I forgot. Anyways, I don't have the script, I only have notes. So. Also, not only that, in the late Ordovician, trilet spores may have shown an arrival of tracheophytes. They're also known as vascular plants. So, cool. There was enough oxygen on land for there to be plants. Nice. And now we dive deep into the mass extinction of the Ordovician. From plants, the sign of life, to the mass extinction. Now, there's also an abbreviation of this bad puppy. The late Ordovician mass extinction. Guess what it is? Guess. Take a big old guess. LOME. LOME. The late Ordovician mass extinction. It's cute. I can imagine people in paleontology be like, what did you think of the loam? I'm sorry. I want to be a paleontologist. I swear, I'm not making fun of any of y'all. I swear. It was one of the big 5 extinctions, which wiped out 86% of the species. Damn. Jesus. And it was defined by 2 pulses of extinction. Tons of different stages in all of these. Jesus. Okay. The first pulse occurred in the final stage of the Ordovician, called the Hernantian. That's how I'm pronouncing it. If it's wrong, my bad. I should have searched these up earlier. My bad for the mispreparation. Anyways, where nectonic and planktonic organisms were affected the most. So they all just went, I guess. Widely linked with the rapid cooling and increased oxygenation in water columns. So, like, you might be thinking, increased oxygenation? What? That shouldn't be bad for organisms. Well, sometimes those thoughts are wrong. I'm sorry if I'm accusing you of something. Anyways, increased oxygenation may have decreased habitats for some species. So, yeah, it may have, like, gone over the threshold for some of the species, and they went, like, I can't take it anymore. And they died. And, rest is history. Literally, they are history. The spread of anoxia during cooling may have also associated with this extinction pulse. So, yeah, the pulse is also well linked to the beginning of with the beginning to the end of Ordovician glaciation. I said that really weird. Excuse me. Let me try that again. This pulse is also well linked with the beginning to the end of Ordovician glaciation on Gondwana. I know I pronounced that. No, it's not the first mass continent. What am I talking about? Anyways, recent work suggests that the glaciation began well before the Hernantian and continued through most of the Silurian. So a lot of, points here and there and then counterpoints. So we're not very sure, You know what I'm trying to say. They're not very sure. But, the main possible reasons are oxygen and anoxia during the spread of anoxia during cooling. So, cool. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. The first pulse was during the period called Hernantian, which was like the first period of the late Ordovician. So, yeah. Now moving on to the second phase of the extinction. It happened in the late Hernantian. Found my mistake and corrected it. That's right. It occurred simultaneously with the termination of glaciers and occurred along with rises in sea level. So, like today, climate change. Warming of the atmosphere causing ice caps, glaciers to melt more at a higher rate, so increased water levels. I would say some geography GCSE facts by now being like, by how much rose by the sea level. What? The sea level rose by how much since I think it was 1980 or 1880. But I wouldn't because I forgot about it. It's been like a couple months since my GCSE exams. Anyways, many species who survived the first pulse were wiped out. So it literally went like, Proom, oh, I survived, and then Pachoom, oh, I'm dead. Yeah. Talk about, I was gonna say hopelessness, but that's so mean. Anyways, I'm sorry. Marine anoxia is also associated with the second phase. So, not very fun for those organisms. I take my statement back. I would not like to be in the Ordovician. I take it back. Anyways, there is also another theory, but I think it's very, far-fetched. It's very far-reaching. I forgot the term. I used to always use it in GCSE during English, and this analysis is actually blah 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 blah. I forgot the term. I don't know if it's far-fetched, but anyways, gamma ray induced extinction. That's a theory. It's not popular, nor is it proven. So I'm not sure how it's a theory, but it is. It's not popular or a proven theory due to a lack of evidence. So, technically speaking, it should not be a theory. I mean, there are a lot of theories out there that aren't proven. So, whatever is whatever at this point. But it cannot be fully discredited. So, let me state my reasons. Gamma ray bursts may have depleted the ozone layer. So, kind of like the hole that we have in the ozone layer right now, because of the refrigerators we used to have in the 1960s, 80s, 70s, and then, like, hairspray, aerosols. Yeah, I don't think I've ever used an aerosol once before, but I've seen the old, like, refrigerators that they used to have before. Man, do they look efficient. They look so nice to use. They look so good. Would I buy one? Yeah. Would I use one? No, because I don't want to I don't want to make the hole bigger in the ozone layer. I like my ozone layer. Anyways, may have depleted the ozone layer, increasing the levels of UV radiation. So, this probably would have, I mean, from my logic, this probably would have heated the planet. This would have heated the planet, from my logic, more insulation from the sun directly hitting, the earth. But instead, the research journal that I looked at says gamma ray bursts may have created a global cooling scenario which may have caused extinction. I cannot argue with the research journal, but my logic says, no, it caused heating. Anyways, that's it from my notes. Again, as I said at the beginning of the episode, this might be my last, post episode before the end of, no, not the end, before Christmas. So, unless I can't get my plane, and I can't go on vacay, so, yeah, if I can't get on my plane, I will post again. Wait. No, hold on. I won't post again because I'm taking a 2-week break. Yeah. So, how long is in 2 weeks? 26th. Maybe I'll post on 26th. I don't know. Maybe I have, like, a Christmas thing to go to. Who knows? Anyways, thank you for sticking by. Thank you for listening to me talk about the Ordovician and how, there was life during the Ordovician, and then at the end, nearly almost everything died. So, thank you. I hope you learned something new. I hope you were productive while doing it, or if you were sitting down and just listening, good for you. We all need rest sometimes. That's why I'm taking a 2-week break. Yeah, I just want to remind you that there is a Spotify, so don't leave it alone, please. If you like this podcast, then share it with your friends or family or who you think will like it. Yeah, thank you. Bye.